effects on this vocal? Yeah, give me some of those little on my vocal where you had it, I sounded like Don Amici earlier. I really liked it in the sound check. But when I was a little boy, I dreamed of a great dream. I thought that I'd grow up and be a music man. Well, that was a tall dream for a little orphan boy. And I didn't know where to start, but by the grace of God and a bunch of wonderful people that took turns raising me. One gave me my guitar, one gave me some confidence, about 6 others gave me a hard time. So I finished college. I remember when I was in high school, sometimes my love of music would take over. And I'd start doodling on some kind of lyric, some love song about a girl about 2 rows back, you know, that every fellas would do, you know. Sure enough, sometimes I got in trouble for it. So I wrote this little song for those days, kind of to remind myself how what seems like an odd boy at the time when he's in school sometimes can grow up to have maybe had the right idea all along. I heard the sound of my teacher screaming. She hollered, "Boy, wake up. If you don't learn to stop your daydreaming, you won't amount to much." She wrote a note about it to my mother. Now here's the strangest part. Mama read it, then just took her finger and pointed at my heart, and she said, "What's in the well will come up in the bucket. Just you wait and see. What's in the well will come up in the bucket. Just be who you should be." Now I'm daydreaming for a living, writing country songs. Take my advice and what God has given. Your heart won't steer you wrong. You see, what's in the well will come up in the bucket. Just you wait and see. What's in the well will come up in the bucket. Just be who you should be. What's in the well will come up in the bucket. Just you wait and see. What's in the well will come up in the bucket. Just be who you should be. Just be who you should be. Just be who you should be. All right. Thank you very much. Well, so I decided to be who I should be. And I took my mostly blue Volkswagen Bug with 1 red fender, left Grace Avenue over there in Richmond, and had about half a dozen songs that I recorded at Apple Studio on Broadway. And this was one of them. It was really funny thing. I took it to Nashville, and I met the first girl I ever met in the music business. Met her in Virginia, in Bristol, Virginia. And the first girl I meet down there is the girl that would sing this song and go on to sing 8 of my songs. But this was my first #1 record. I wrote it right up here on Grace Avenue, 2807 Grace Street. I was up there and I was trying to get over this little hunchback girl that had broken my heart. You know, when you go for people from the inside out, you never know how they're going to turn out. But she was beautiful on the inside, and but she sure could break a heart. So I wrote this for her. Hope you like it. Crystal Gale liked it enough to record it. It goes like this. One thing about this heart of mine, all this hurt's gonna mend in time. It don't leave no scars behind. I'll get over you. I'll find me a gal one day who's not scared to give her heart away. When I do, it's safe to say that I'll get over you. I'll get over you. I'll get through, and when I do, I'll be good as new. When I get over you, from now on, think I'll lay low. I'll talk fast, you see, but I'll move slow. You taught me all I need to know about getting over you. Sometimes think I love you still. Sometimes wonder if I always will. But I know it's just until I get over you. I'll get over you. I'll get through, and when I do, I'll be good as new. When I get over you. Sometimes think I love you still. Sometimes wonder if I always will. Love for you so hard to kill, but I'll get over you. Yeah. Oh, that's good. It broke my heart, didn't it? Are you here tonight? You never know. It's a tough business, isn't it, Jonathan? You never know. But that was lovely of her to do that. Not the girl that broke my heart, but the girl that sang it, Crystal Gale. She was so beautiful, and it was one of the few times that I ever had the great privilege to go in and watch a singer record one of my songs. It was amazing. And she said, Richard, what do you do on that chorus? And I froze. I don't know, I just sing, Crystal. I don't know. So she'd go back and sing, she'd come back a little more. Well, do you have any suggestions? And I said, I looked at her for a minute, you know, she was pretty. I said, why don't you grow your hair real long? I'm kidding. I never had that kind of forethought in my life. I wish. But she was very beautiful. But so she recorded that, and she also recorded this. There ain't nothing getting colder than your old cold shoulder, and it's getting colder like every kiss. You say it's not over, over and over, but your old cold shoulder tells me it is. What we had, we don't know more. We can't feel it anymore. I thought a love like ours could never die, but you get colder every day. Every night you turn away. You couldn't say it any plainer if you tried, 'cause there's nothing colder than your old cold shoulder, and it's getting colder like every kiss. You say it's not over, over and over, but your old cold shoulder tells me it is. Oh, your old cold shoulder tells me it is. But she did a lot of wonderful things for me, and I really made a lot of money in those days with my broken heart. It was really fun. As soon as I got happy, I stopped getting records. It was amazing. I married a gal about 13 years ago, but then who didn't, you know? I mean, what's so special about a guy that got married 13 years ago, you say? Well, it was really fun, because that I could talk her into it. It was amazing. She's not much older than some of my copyrights. Killing me, I don't know. But it was really fun, you know, having that broken heart and writing those broken-hearted songs. I love that sound, you know, sound of guitar with a harmonica when someone else is playing it. But I wrote this song for moi. I had a record deal on United Artists Records, and because I kept, you know, having hits by other people, and they said, we have an idea. Why don't you have your own record deal? So I said, okay, and I tried it, and I wrote this song I'm going to play for you. And the guy goes, at the record label, he says, nah, it's too pop, Richard. And then I bring in a real country one, and he goes, no, Richard, it's too country. And I said, what is this, the Three Little Bears or something? Yeah. Which one's just right for you? Let me know. And it went on like that for a long time. But the funny thing is God, you know, works out, and songs to me are like, they're 3-minute miracles. And I think the music business, I think of it, anybody who's a musician, Jonathan's a musician, all those wonderful people that sang this evening, musicians, you know, everybody knows there's one that it wasn't your idea to be a musician, it just kind of jumped up on you, and then everybody the rest of your life says to you, get a real job, you know, stuff like that. Hey, yeah, I think I rang a bell there, Jonathan. And the funny thing is, you know,
the